he never allowed me to talk. Even sometimes I like to talk with my sister or mother, but that is also very limit. But through music all the time, we have a kind of like a talk, but no any other language, how are you, what you need, anything, nothing.
If you liked it, it's fine. I am happy. Good music happens. And if you're playing for years and years, you are likely to play a few good things now and then.
This is what Khan Sahab was like. Ever so humble. Ever unperturbed by even the highest praise. And to the question, what is good music? He replied with the calm beauty of a saint.
I play for myself. If I like my music, you will like it. If I do not, you will not.
Incidentally and thankfully, is replete with the recorded music of the Ustad. Each and every disc of his bears his unmistakable signature. The warmth, the charm, and the magic is ever so present in his recorded music, so much so that to make a kind of format for anyone who wants to listen and learn from the Ustad Ali Akbar Khan. Let us now observe the maestro in a serene mood of alap, savoring every bit of the melody emanating from his sarod.
There have been great tabla artists in my life, with whom I, in course of time, produced a kinship of art and love. I did my first recital on All India Radio Bombay in 1938 and was accompanied by the tabla maestro Allah Rakha. Years later, I have also often played with his supremely gifted son, Zakir Hussain. Since that first recital with Allah Rakha, I have played with some of the exquisite tabla performers of India. The list is almost endless, but here are 3 performances with Swapan Chaudhary, Kishan Maharaj, and Shankar Ghosh, came from 3 different phases of my life.
And then 65, ACA brought me here. Then I opened my college because all this, I found that all the students, they want to learn more. And to take so many students to India is to bring myself alone. It's a more easier way.
Much of my time in California is taken up by my classes for students of different stages and accomplishments. Like playing to the audience, instructing students is also a part of my riyaz.
The way he taught at our music school and taught me privately in my life, he always said when we're learning a raga that yes, you have all the notes are there and the ascending, descending, the scale is there, the structure is there, but don't worry about the notes, worry about the feeling behind the notes. And he always showed that in his playing. Whenever he played even just his first note of a concert or recording, you can tell that it's my father immediately. The feeling that you get, it's so much emotion and peace at the same time. The depth of one single note is, I think, what makes my father as incredible as he is, like the ocean, that kind of depth. And so through learning from him for my whole life, whenever he would teach me, he would say, follow my hands, follow the feeling, bring out the feeling that the notes need to express. Because you can play many notes, you can play very fast, you can play all kinds of things, but without that feeling, then there's no music. So the music needs to, that's what's beautiful about Indian classical music and also music of other cultures also, is when you can feel from the musician just how much beauty, how much all the emotions are, found within these one stroke, one passage. You can find the peace and happiness and detachment, joy, wonder, all these kind of feelings that come out. So my father was king of that. He was emperor. That's why his father gave him that title of Swara Samrat. He really was the emperor of melody.
I have often been asked about my riyaz these days, and I have always answered that my 18-hour practice at Maihar was a phase in my development. I am still a student of music, but my training pattern has changed. I also learn by teaching and playing to the audience. And both of these add to the enjoyment of my life. I am always open to sharing my knowledge and my enjoyment. As I have once been on record, music is the only thing that you can share with 1 million people, and you don't lose, you gain. It helps you to get energy and to live long, because when your soul is very happy, then you don't want to die.
Every performance of the Ustad began with an elaborate preparation called tuning. To make every note merge into a spectrum of colors, Khan Sahab took every pain to tune his strings, and the body of the sarod literally became an extension of his mind and hands. The instrument then reproduced scintillating details. The music and the instrument was one. Besides teaching and playing, Khan Sahab has always found time to exercise his talent for composition.
I think this project is very special because, first of all, these compositions what Khan Sahab's father learned from many different maestros, and these compositions nowadays is getting obsolete and getting lost.
A very old traditional style of classical music which my father learned, and this kind of composition started from time of Mian Tansen, who is the court musician of Emperor Akbar in the 16th century. And this kind of composition we only teach to blood relation.
Well, Khan Sahab and Ashaji, they had a long relationship from 1950s. At that time, Khan Sahab was in Bombay, and he was composing music for the film. And in many films, Khan Sahab chooses Ashaji to sing his compositions.
I know classical music from my childhood, and this project is very important for me because until now I am film singer. And now I will be classical singer. That's very important for me.
Even Indians, they are very scared of classical music. But if they hear this kind of thing, then they will get the idea the classical music was more sweeter than any lighter music.
Ali Akbar Khan Sahab, he called me. And I'm very lucky I'm chosen for this project. And he tied Ganda. This Ganda means he's my guru and my father.
Asha now she become my daughter. And this kind of composition need a feeling, not only art. That's why I thought she's the right person.
Tell you frankly, we don't get to hear this kind of composition. And if you hear that, it takes you to somewhere else. Of course, I'm not younger generation, but I feel fortunate that at least the younger generation will listen to this music later on. My son, my grandchildren, they will listen. So this music will be, I think this music will survive.
I cried so many times because he's teaching me music. It's my great, I can't say, मैंने कुछ अच्छा किया था. I have done something good.
Music is connected, we say, Nada Brahma. The sound is next to God. What is that proof of that? Because you can't see the God. And also you can't see the sound. But when that sound touches your soul, then you feel something.